What's up? What's up? Y'all know life be lifing. I'm your life coach, Lala, your family, your friend. So grab you a seat, take a deep breath, and let's get right into it. Welcome back, family and friends. I am Lala, your life coach. And thank you guys for always supporting me. Like, share, and subscribe to my videos, please, in my channel. Everybody else who has already done that, thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for making me relevant. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments. I have went through and tried to respond to everybody who have been commenting. I really appreciate the engagement. I was tired, y'all, exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I had to take my hair down this morning, so I gotta figure out this one with my hair. I don't know what. Just might wear it like this for a little bit, cause I'm about tired of doing it. Other than that, guys, it is Friday. We have made it to the end of another productive week. Congratulations. And so you guys have been really putting forth the effort. We have been making sure we're waking up every morning and setting our intentions. Nathan, you're yelling and you're in my video. Yeah, guys. Again, anybody who is new to my channel, I don't do any editing because life do be lifing and life is real for me. I have children, so I'm not going to act like they're not here, and I'm not going to be editing it out because I'll be editing forever because you can hear Naya talking and I'm going to have to keep stopping. I don't got time for all that. So this is life for me. This is what goes on in my house. And if it's not okay with you, then guess what? You can always go find somebody else to watch. All right, back to the episode. But this is another episode of what? Life be life, where we mind our business and drink our water and be resilient. We alchemize that negative energy. We try to be great over here. I mean, if you over here, well, yeah, we trying to be great. We want for great. Big, go big or go home. Yeah, that's what we are. But anyways, guys, today is Friday, the end of a productive week. Just want to get on here and just, remind you guys to make sure that we are continuously working on those small micro goals. Because again, they're leading us to what? The big bang, the big goal. And we broke those down into smaller goals to get us to that goal. With that being said, I'm coming on here to brag because y'all already know. I have officially became certified as a certified peer support specialist. I have lived experience with addiction and recovery, also with a mental health condition, and I also have experience as far as being homeless. I've been homeless a couple of times throughout this journey in my process. Being younger as a teen, before I became an adult, even once or twice after I became an adult, I think. Yeah, once or twice after I became an adult, and recently with my children. So I have a little bit array of everything. I also have lived experience with sexual abuse and just childhood trauma and being in low vibrational family settings, should I say. And, alchemizing that energy and not realizing what I was doing at that time. I didn't have a process for it. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that when things got to me like that and when things got tough, I usually go inward. I become a hermit and I focus on ways to get myself out of that. I never was the type to stay like stagnant in that negative energy, like why this happened to me. Yes, I've said it before and I always will say it, but then also I quickly turn that around and be like, okay, what can I do to get myself out of the situation? And that's what I do. I put the feet on the gas and I go. And I do that support alone. I've done this journey by myself. I did not go to addiction counseling. I did not go to a rehab facility. To be honest, it was just me, God, and my ancestors, y'all. That's it. That's all it was. Like that's all I can say. My spirituality got me to where I'm at. And I'm really grateful and glad that I actually got back into my spirituality, because without it, I don't think I would be here. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. It has made a big difference. So yes, so that is my most recent accomplishment. And then I also did finish a semester of school. So I've done that, and that is working towards, that's more geared towards behavioral health and social science. So still with the mind, still with just learning various ways and learning how the brain operates and how addictions affect our brain, and how various addictions, because it could be cigarettes, it could be anything that you are addicted to. So addiction doesn't necessarily mean that it's all about drugs or alcohol. It could be sex, it could be cigarettes, it could be food, there are various addictions that you can have. So I think when people think peer support specialists, they immediately think drug addictions. When it can be mental health, it's all type of issues that you can have lived experiences with, as far as trying to become a certified peer support specialist. And you can get that done through the Missouri Credentialing Board. If you're interested in doing it, if you have any lived experience with addiction and recovery, mental health condition, any of that stuff like that, I would encourage you to do it. You don't have to make it a full-time thing. Maybe you just want to get into it, but I'm glad that I did take it, because it gave me more insight on addiction and recovery and mental health condition. Like, what does addiction really entail? Because I only assumed drugs as well. That's all I ever heard about. I didn't really think of all the other things like food, sex, and all those things as addictions. But they are, cigarettes and things like that. So I'm glad that I actually took the certification. I'm actually glad that I was able to experience that with the great facilitators who facilitated the class. I had a lot of excellent peers to, listen to their story and just get a glimpse of what it is and how we all did it various type of ways too, and how far along we are and how how quick soon we is. And then it's not even that you have to be 100%, but your goal is to be, towards that. So there's no judgment. And I really felt heard, seen, and understood to be with a group of people who we've all, came through and overcame some type of addiction or something in our life, mental health condition, or living with a mental health condition, and just being able to be that sounding board. And then also the interaction and the input that we were able to do during the classroom and the activities. I used my real life challenges when I did those. We had to practice on each other, being a peer support specialist to a client or whoever else, just asking those questions and using tools and things like that to better serve that person, or to better help that person realize their potential, their full potential, or what it looks like for them. And to me, that kind of hits on life coaching. It's kind of a similar concept. You're allowing the client to come up with ideas. You're doing more of listening. But in a coaching situation, you're kind of giving, you still give tools, but you kind of give a little guidance. You kind of, how would I put it? You're allowing them to come up with the solution, but you're talking them through it. You're doing the worksheets. You're doing questionnaires just to try to figure, to learn more about the person, which is the same difference when you do peer support specialists. You're going to get a file, you can read up on them, about their history, what it is that they're there for, and things like that. So I feel like they go hand in hand. So it was obvious choice that I end up being a peer support specialist. I just did not realize that I had that experience, or I could use it. So I'm glad I was able to, and I'm officially certified, so I am happy about that. I have done some wonderful, great things over these last couple of months, and I'm proud of my own self. I'm very proud of myself, because even though life be lifing, I'm still pushing forward. I'm still moving. I'm still, baby, I got all types of things churning in the background. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But I'm being patient. And I'm not trying to, force anything that's not supposed to be. I'm making sure that I'm taking my time, making sure that, I go inward and actually really think about what it is, the decisions that I'm making, and not just making hot-headed, last-minute, I'm mad decisions. that could cause me lifetime, long-term issues. But 9 times out of 10, they don't, because I'm just more of a last minute, yep, I'm doing it, let's go. So they don't give me time to renege and be like, oh, I can't do it. No, once I'm in motion and my mind is made up, that's where we're going. That's what we're doing. So with that being said, I have a lot of things, and my time is coming to an end here in a minute. But it has been great. It has been wonderful. But I'm ready to move on to new things. I'm ready to be in a different environment. I'm ready to just find my support, find my people, and be able to get more support and find more support to help me with my children in my life, and just to have better associates to talk to. Not necessarily friends, but just people that I could, talk to when I'm having a problem, or if I'm going through something, somebody that I can reach out to that can assist me, or to just listen to me vent. And I just have to change my environment for that. And I'm more than willing and capable and ready to do that. So yes, that is what I did, guys, for this week. That is my accomplishment. That is one of my micro goals. So in the description, guys, in the comments below, I'm sorry, tell me about a micro goal that you have completed this week. What have you successfully completed that will lead you to the bigger goal? And for me, like I said, I got my certified peer support specialist. I have the actual certificate from the state, and I am going to utilize it. And also, this is helping me move towards me being more involved as far as on the recovery and addiction side and mental health side, and also just to eventually get my bachelor's or master's in psychology. That is what my goal is. Just because I enjoy doing those things. I enjoy coaching. I enjoy the mind. I enjoy helping people become a better them. Like, I enjoy the transformation. It is amazing how your mind and your limiting beliefs keep you limited. Like, you don't realize it until you talk through it. And most of the time it's just fear, because it's fear of the unknown. And the body doesn't know that, oh, we're trying something new. It just senses danger, and it's sending out the, oh, no, red flags, don't do this. And so we might feed into it and listen to it, when at the end of the day, we will never know anything, or if you never take a chance and actually take that leap of faith and see what it could be. Because you could be great, you could be successful, it could work out. Like, stop telling yourself that it's not going to work. Stop overthinking it, because what if it does work? What and when it do work? Exactly. We have to believe. We have to be delusional sometimes. We have to be like a kid and dream. Like, those dreams and those aspirations that you had and that drive you had as a kid, you should be tapping into that as an adult. And I feel like as adults, we kind of get into adult teen mode. Like, oh, we don't play, we don't go to the park, we don't. Like, I still go to the park, I still swing, I still go swimming, I still run around my kids. Like, I am overjoyed that I have younger kids, and I still can experience childhood things and be able to tap into that childlike experience, because there's a lot of things that I didn't get to do as a child because I had to grow up pretty fast. So there's a lot of things in my teens and childhood that I missed, and I'm experiencing it as an adult. So sometimes I do find myself like being like a kid, like, oh my God, I want to do everything, I want to try everything. And that's what I'm going through now, and I'm doing it. I'm doing everything that I was not capable and able to do, due to lack of funding, due to lack of resources, knowledge, or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm unstoppable. You can't outwork me. I'm unstoppable. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever I am determined and put my mind to do. And as should you. Like, you should not let anybody put limiting beliefs on you. Don't let somebody else project their fears onto you. Don't let, if they say they think you got it, yes, I am all that. Yes, I'm trying to be different. I want to be different. I want to be a generational curse breaker. I want my kids to have a better life than I've ever had. I want my great-grandkids, my grandkids, my great-great-grands to never experience poverty, to know what it is to be in a loving family that's family oriented and together and willing to work with each other. That is what I'm creating for me and my children and my legacy, and that is what I'm going to pass down, and that is what their kids are going to pass down. And I broke that. I did that. And I'm happy for that. It was a hard journey, a lonely journey. It was not easy, and I'm still a work in progress. Like self-love and your journey it's a continuous, lifelong thing. I'm a lifelong learner. I love to learn. I will continue to learn. I enjoy it. There is never enough that you know. When you feel like you know too much, that's when you become stagnant. When you cannot learn anything, when you cannot be taught anything, you become stagnant. You're closed-minded. You're not really listening to other views or opinions. And that's very important, because we all have, we all have what we truly believe in and what we feel is right. But also, it doesn't hurt to listen to other opinions, other people's opinion on whatever it is that's going on. Now, I'm not saying let somebody talk to you crazy or whatever the case may be, but I'm just saying just entertain it. Just, okay, I hear you, and you just go take it back and ponder on it. And if it applies to you, then it does. And if you feel like it don't, still evaluate it. Be honest with yourself. And a lot of the times we cannot progress because we're not being 100% honest with ourselves. You're lying to your own self, whatever it may be. If it's that you're saying you can't lose the weight, and you doing everything you can to eat properly and work out, you're probably lying. You're probably not tracking the calories like you say you are. You're probably drinking a lot of your calories, and more than likely probably snacking and not counting them. I'm just going to be honest, because I used to be 387 pounds, and trust me, it took me a minute to be honest with myself. When I first started tracking my calories on MyFitness Pal, it was insane. Because when I first started, I started off just to gauge what my eating habits was and the amount of calories that I was putting in my mouth. And guys, I was drinking the calories, and I know I was getting every bit of 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day. On top of that, I was depressed, stressed. I felt like life was life in me. I felt like I didn't have no control over my life. And then on top of that, I ended up with grave disease, thyroid problem when I had my third child. And I feel like my body was just, I didn't have no control over it. It was just, I kept gaining weight. I was having issues. I was having headaches. I couldn't sleep. I'd be tired. And it's crazy because in the beginning, it took a long time before they regulated this. I just recently got into a good, maybe over the last 3-4 years, into a good rhythm of my thyroid and Graves' disease being in check. And that's probably because I was active, I was losing the weight, I was working out, I was putting myself first and taking care of my body, which is very important to me. And I'm really going to work on that, because at the end of the day, I have to be around for my kids, because if it's no one here, nobody's going to take care of them like I do. And nobody's going to take care of them, period, because we ain't even got the support down. So definitely, if I sell myself short, they ain't going to have the support at all. So I think about the totality and everything when I make these decisions and know that I'm doing the right thing. So it's the end of the week, y'all. You guys are doing great. Keep doing wonderful, great things, because again, we're trying to rise the vibration of the planet and make everybody so happy and great and just wonderful, right? Yes. I believe in you guys. I know you guys believe in me. I love just giving you guys great positive energy. I am one of those early in the morning happy persons, and here lately I've just been kind of reserved a little bit, because I think I've exhausted a lot of my energy. It takes a lot out of me when I'm very energetic and happy, and I gotta say it for my people, because I gotta make these videos, right? Because I gotta come and show out for y'all. And I want y'all to come show out for me. So again, in the comments, guys, comment what micro goals that you have accomplished or completed this week, or what micro goals or accomplishments that you are close to completing, or that you have to move to next week, or that you're working on. Whatever it is, let's get some engagement going, guys. Let's give each other accolades and praise each other for doing a good job. So if you guys can comment what it is that you guys are working on, or what it is you completed, I will make sure that I go through and read and give you guys the accolades that you deserve and your flowers, okay? And the recognition. I will do that. I will hold myself accountable to that. And in the meantime, guys, I love you guys, and you guys continuously to put yourself first. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, and continue to come back and support me and see your girl, because you guys make me relevant. And I love you. Love you. Bye. Have a good weekend.